If you were around in the late 90s, you couldn't escape the Taco Bell Chihuahua.
You rang?
No, really. The little dog was everywhere, appearing at commercials, hawking adorable collectibles, starring in blockbuster movie tie-ins, and possibly even invading your dreams. Then, as quickly as he appeared, the little guy vanished. So what happened? Today, we're getting to the bottom of what happened to the Taco Bell Chihuahua. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to the Weird History Food channel. After that, leave us a comment and let us know what other classic mascots you would like to hear about next. Okay, time to get our paws dirty. Taco Bell already had a reputation for humorous, offbeat advertising throughout the 1990s. They didn't survive the franchise wars in Demolition Man for nothing. For instance, you may remember the Taco Neck Syndrome campaign, featuring Shaquille O'Neal, highlighting a previously unknown medical condition involving the continual rotation of a person's head in order to take proper bites of a taco. Hey, we said you may remember.
Get some more of those tacos.
Not that you would. The idea behind Taco Neck Syndrome was simple. If you ate enough tacos, your neck would permanently bend to the side to accommodate the constant motion of shoving crunchy goodness into your mouth, as Shaq helpfully demonstrated in the ads. Another campaign saw Shaq squaring off against fellow basketball giant Hakeem Olajuwon in a taco-themed Clash of Titans. Unfortunately, the Titans didn't actually get to clash because, in a twist of fate crueler than a leaky taco shell, Olajuwon had to drop out at the last minute due to an injury. In 1996, Taco Bell made a bizarre attempt at becoming part of U.S. history. On April 1st, yes, April Fool's Day, the chain announced it had purchased the Liberty Bell and were renaming it the Taco Liberty Bell. But not everyone got the joke.
This is a joke, right?
There was outrage, confusion, and more than a few patriotic tears shed. The chaos only subsided after Taco Bell admitted it was all a gag. While these off-the-wall promotions got people talking about the fast food icon, they rarely equated to spikes in sales. But Taco Bell was undeterred. The bar was set high for weirdness, and they were about to clear it with a very small dog. Enter the Chihuahua, the George Clooney of fast food mascots. Small, charismatic, and undeniably unforgettable. This little dog made its debut in a 1997 commercial. Voiced by Carlos Alazraqui of Reno 911 and Rocco's Modern Life, the Chihuahua instantly won over hearts and stomachs with the catchphrase, "Yo quiero Taco Bell," which in English means simply, "I want Taco Bell." The Taco Bell Chihuahua was a male character, but the dog in the commercials was actually female. Her name was Gidget, and in addition to the Taco Bell ads, she had a few other acting gigs, further cementing her status as the most famous Chihuahua in recent memory.
Oh, great. A talking gecko.
But it wasn't just the catchphrase that caught on. It was the Chihuahua's whole aura. The tiny dog, with its huge personality, stood as a symbol for every taco lover in the nation. Also, it was extremely adorable. Never underestimate the power of cuteness. Just look at Beanie Babies. The Taco Bell Chihuahua became a massive pop culture phenomenon, which is the natural trajectory for any tiny, sassy dog. Merchandise was everywhere, including t-shirts and even toy plush chihuahuas for kids that recited, "Yo quiero Taco Bell," at the push of a button. There were even tie-ins with the 1998 Roland Emmerich blockbuster Godzilla, a gargantuan skyscraper-demolishing lizard teaming up with a tiny chihuahua calmly demanding tacos made a weird amount of sense. Sort of like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito in Twins.
Ay, caramba!
The country went similarly abuzz with the Taco Bell Chihuahua's subsequent catchphrases like
Viva Gorditas!
and
Rota chalupa.
anchors on ESPN SportsCenter regularly slipped "Drop the Chalupa" into highlights. Merchandise flew off shelves, and for a while, it seemed like the Taco Bell Chihuahua had succeeded where Shaq, Hakeem, and even the Liberty Bell had failed. Everything was coming up tacos, until suddenly, it wasn't. As with any meteoric rise, there must inevitably come the fall. Like an ancient Greek tragedy, but with tacos, the Taco Bell Chihuahua's success was met with controversy and a string of unfortunate events. Not long after the campaign took off, the Chihuahua started facing accusations of racism. Some individuals and groups felt that the use of a dog with a stereotypical Mexican accent was problematic,
You're getting hungry.
as it seemed to reinforce negative cultural stereotypes. Latino civil rights leader Mario G. Obledo called for a boycott of the restaurant if the ads weren't discontinued. Matters were made worse when one ad featured the dog dressed as Che Guevara, the famous Argentine Marxist revolutionary who remains a controversial figure to this day. While it was tongue-in-cheek humor, it struck some as insensitive rather than ironic. And then there was the lawsuit. Taco Bell became flame-embroiled in a bitter legal dispute over the creation of its famous mascot.
You can't handle the truth!
According to the Seattle Times, dispute over the rights to market the sassy Chihuahua began in 1998, when Joseph Shields and Thomas Rinks of Grand Rapids, Michigan, filed suit claiming breach of contract. In the suit, Shields and Rinks alleged that they had developed a psycho Chihuahua cartoon character and had met with Taco Bell's advertising team to potentially use the character in a series of commercials, when the fast food giant stole their concept and took it to another agency. In the world of advertising, the only thing worse than a deflating chalupa is a deflating paycheck. Taco Bell wound up on the losing end of this particular court battle and was forced to hard shell out millions of dollars in damages. This is the part where fast food meets existentialism. You can sell the funniest commercials in the world, but if it doesn't result in a surging customer base suddenly demanding chalupas like they're going out of style, the marketing department starts to get a little sweaty. Despite the Chihuahua's runaway popularity, the sassy little pup didn't translate into increased sales for Taco Bell. Taco neck syndrome had struck once again. By 2000, Taco Bell pulled the plug on the campaign, citing everything from the allegations of racism, to the lawsuit, to the disappointing sales numbers. Godzilla tanking at the box office like he ate too many party packs probably didn't help much either.
Godzilla, want something to drink?
Despite what some internet rumors claim, the campaign was not retired because Gidget the dog passed away, although that would have added yet another layer to this 7-layer tragedy burrito. Gidget lived on, refusing to let the Taco Bell fiasco derail her dreams of stardom. She continued to make sporadic appearances in pop culture, including more commercials and a brief but memorable role in Legally Blonde 2. Eventually, she passed away in 2009 at the ripe old age of 15, finishing out with a longer and more successful career than most human actors. While the ultimate reason why Taco Bell retired the Chihuahua that laid the Golden Gordita is still a matter of debate, it seems like it was more of a perfect storm of bad publicity and mediocre sales than any single factor. Also, there are only so many catchphrases a character can spew at an audience before they are simply exhausted. So what does a fast food empire do after retiring its most iconic mascot? Apparently, they turned their attention to space. Yes, Taco Bell's next big marketing stunt came in 2001, when the chain promised free tacos to everyone in America if the Russian Mir space station landed on a giant target Taco Bell had set up in the Pacific Ocean. This, if you think about it, was Taco Bell's advertising department fully embracing the absurd. No little dog demanding tacos this time. We're aiming for the stars. As you might expect, the Mir space station did not land on the target, so no one won any tacos at all. This was probably what Taco Bell had in mind all along, as the odds of Mir landing in that exact spot were pretty astronomical.
Give it a wild guess. 1 in a million.
If you'll forgive the pun.
The odds are about 1 in 7.5 billion.
And no economy in the world could handle the sudden influx of taco demand that would have followed a successful space target landing. But in the spirit of the Liberty Bell stunt, it got everyone talking about Taco Bell. Today, Taco Bell continues to evolve, leaving behind mascots and focusing more on cultivating its brand through viral marketing, social media campaigns, and high-profile menu items. But for many, the Taco Bell Chihuahua remains the pinnacle of fast food marketing.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
It was a character that transcended the product and created a catchphrase that still lingers in the collective consciousness of a generation, like the "Where's the Beef" lady before it.
Where's the beef?
Or Ernest P. Worrell. In the end, the Taco Bell Chihuahua didn't fail because it wasn't loved. It failed because, in a way, it was too successful. He became a pop culture icon, bigger than the tacos he was meant to promote. But people loved the dog, not necessarily the chalupa it was selling. And while the Chihuahua may not be as recognized today as other fast food characters, like the Hamburglar and whatever Grimace is supposed to be, its many catchphrases are forever etched into the minds of anyone who was lucky enough to witness the rise and fall of one of the weirdest, most beloved mascots in history.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
So what do you think? Do you have fond memories of the Taco Bell Chihuahua? Let us know in the comments below, and while you're at it, Check out some of these other weird history food videos.